Peace, family. Peace. Coming to you live from an undisclosed location somewhere in the UK. Come on in, fam. Come on in. We got some things to talk about. We've got some things to talk about. Oh gosh. What a day. What an actual day, family. Everyone coming in. Coming in. Coming in. Big Zone, Dean, Kiss Spence, okay, Justin, Cherie Boyce, Siobhan. Okay, good, good. Come on in. I know you guys been watching. I know the family have been watching. Okay? What a day. Did you not see the madness today? Did you not see the madness? Whoa. Well, where do I start? Where do I start? Okay. So, people saying they saw it. Oh gosh. Come on in, fam. Listen, take a seat, man. Take a seat. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Because I witnessed some stuff today that was quite disturbing. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite disturbing to me. Um on a few fronts. On a few fronts. It was quite disturbing. So first of all, I turned up at Speaker's Corner today and I had a debate, first of all, with a white guy who wanted to talk to me about my claim that I speak to my ancestors, and it was a cool conversation. He wanted to know a bit about it. He was basically trying to imply that I was delusional. I admitted that I could be looked at as delusional, but I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to push my delusion on the rest of the world. I'm not telling the rest of the world that you are going to die if you don't believe that, you speak to your ancestors or I do. Um, However, it went on for about 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. It was a cool conversation. And then the cameras went off. It was on Soko Films. You'll see it. And then we found out that he's a Muslim. And I was like, oh, so you're a Muslim. But will you admit you're delusional? No, 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 I won't admit I'm delusional. Why? Because you can't prove that, like, can you? Because just like I can't prove that say happens. Can't prove it though. When I come out of the meditation, I don't have proof that that happened. Um, but he said he can prove Allah. And I said, how? And he said, not by using any method that we know of. So I'm like, well, then it wouldn't actually be proof, would it? It would just be belief. And I said to him, do you remember the conversation I had with Mohammad Hijab and Ali Dawah when I said we're all crazy? And you're just as crazy as me. Do you guys remember that? I tell people you're just as crazy as me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that was interesting. And then I saw Mohammed Hijab turn up and Ali Dawah turn up. And I was like, these guys have got no shame. They got no shame. Like, you just got smacked around at the Tom Robinson March. You just been cowering behind a woman, Lucy, and here you are. I'm guessing you're here to give your take of events, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. And fired from his job. Yeah, no shame. So I was like, all right, you've been fired from your job. You got smacked around a bit. You came with your gum shield. Let's hear what you got to say. Let's just hear what you got to say. My art report was good. Um, Honey L, I haven't seen you in a while. Um, Arch Luke, what's good? All right, so Ali Dawah stands up. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even want to hear Ali Dawah's voice for that time being. I kind of left him to say what he want. I went into the crowd and I did say, well, whatever you're saying doesn't detract from the fact that you ran and left Mohammed Hijab um, to just get beaten up. Um, so I was like, I don't know what kind of friend you are, bro, but you just leave your friends to get beaten up. Um, and then he used the term Uncle Tom. He used the term Uncle Tom while he was up there, and I'm like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, seriously, like, Callum was filming from Titans TV. He was filming, and Callum called him out on some questions. And then, right, he's talking about Uncle Tom's now. Remember, he's talking about Uncle Tom's referring to myself and Callum, right? As in, okay, so let's just break down the term Uncle Tom. It's used when they think that somebody who's black is basically being subservient to white people as if, you know, they're your slave and slave. It's a slave master relationship. That's the way it's used. But he comes off this thing, and then there's this black guy, same black guy who sat down with Mohammad Hijab and Raspek to disrespect me. And this black guy shakes his hand, and I'm like, okay, but I'm the Uncle Tom. Now, in Islam, to this day, and I said on camera, you still have black people being enslaved in Islam. In Islam, today, no word of a lie, black people are still being enslaved under Islam. Because some guy said, the West is your enemy. And I said, okay, cool, the West is my enemy. Fine, great. Are the Western enslaving? Are they still castrating? Now, don't get me wrong. The West is doing what the West does. And I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that happens in the West. I said, but to him, I tell you what doesn't happen. They don't put you on slave blocks anymore, right? And sell your ass. Do you know what I'm saying? They're still doing that in the Muslim Arab world. But you're calling me an Uncle Tom. And you guys are silent on this. So you guys are silent. Every black Muslim, right, that I speak to is silent on the issue that black people are actually being sold as slaves in the Arab world. They're silent on it. And I'm like, if that's not quote unquote Uncle Tom type tactics, I don't know what is. Why would you not? Because it's your people being sold now. Like, I'm vocal on stuff that happens to black people. I'm very vocal. Now, as a Muslim, a black one, why are you not vocal? I mean, we can go across seas, you know. We can go to the black Muslims of America, and we can say, how often do black Muslims of America bring up the fact that black people are being sold as slaves in Islam? How often do they bring that up? They don't bring it up. It's like some kind of secret code amongst black people when you're Muslim to never ever bring up the fact that black people are still being enslaved under Islam. Because you're, oh, the white man, the white man, the white man, the white. Okay, cool, fine. The white man, I understand the Americans, you guys are getting killed wholesale by the police. 100%. I can see it. The whole world can see it. Okay? So initially, I guess your initial quote unquote enemy are the people that are killing you, right? On the streets, are gunning you down. I understand that. But when you guys get into your scholastic and you take time out and you guys sit down and you talk amongst yourselves, no Muslim, no black Muslim brings up the fact that black people are still being sold on auction blocks. And I'm actually wondering why. I'm seriously wondering, why is this not being spoken about? Because it's still happening. We saw it in Libya the other day. Okay, we saw it on mainstream news. This was funny. Mainstream news got the story. Now, we've known that it's been going on for 1,400 years. So then there was a guy at Speaker's Corner who said to me, oh, Arab guy said, oh, but Sarah, you're kind of like, we're bad. You're kind of like, we're bad. I said, it's like, we don't think of black people like that. I said, sorry, my friend, your own prophet had black people as slaves. Do you think you can sell this story to me? You're going to sell me a story, okay, when we can go to the core of your religion and your prophet had black people as slaves. Now, I don't know any other religion now. Let me tell you this. There are religions. We can go to Christianity and see how the Catholic Church, okay, gave orders to go and enslave people. We can show that historically. We can show that. However, the Catholic Church is not the prophet of Christianity. The Catholic Church isn't the prophet of Christianity. Your actual prophet, the guy you hold to the most highest regard, had black people as slaves. Now, people keep saying, oh yeah, but having people as slaves isn't Islamic. It's not, they're doing it, but they're not Muslims. Well, the Prophet Muhammad was a Muslim. So, yeah, it is actually Muslim, bro, to own black people as slaves because your Prophet was doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that level of denial that I find within black Muslims, it is unlike any other denial that I've seen. It's a crazy um it's a wall. It's literally a wall that you have that they refuse because when they go back to their mosques, all of their imams, yeah, are all Arabs or they're all Pakistani from Pakistan. All of the most top ranking seniors are non-blacks. Do you get what I'm saying? And so when you have they have a subservient nature. Okay, they have a subservient nature to these Arabs and these Pakistanis. So it's like, oh no, don't bring up the slavery thing. Don't bring up the fact that in our ummah, yeah, we're still being enslaved. Let's not bring that up. And I'm like, that if that's not Uncle Tom, what they tried to do, they tried to sell you Bilal. They tried to sell you Bilal. This is how they try and get black people into religion. They say, we're going to sell Bilal to you. I say, who was Bilal? Bilal was a black slave that Muhammad freed. Okay. Was he a slave before Muhammad came along? Yeah. The Arabs had him as a slave. All right, so what you're basically telling me, that Arabs were racist motherfuckers and were enslaving black people. You're telling on yourself now, okay? You're actually telling on yourself. So you're telling me that before Muhammad came, Bilal was a slave to Arabs. Yeah, he was a slave. Okay, so that already shows me that Arabs are racist motherfuckers. Okay, you're already telling me this. Okay, so Muhammad comes, right, and then what happens? Oh, Muhammad took him as a slave and he freed him. Okay, so Muhammad got, if anyone's seen Django, so Muhammad got Stephen from Django. You know, the most loyal black slave. Because he said, oh, okay, because Bilal was the first man to call the prayer and he was black. What does that mean to me? It means that Muhammad had a loyal black slave that he could pat on his head and say, there you go, Bilal, go and do the first prayer. And Bilal was like, yes, master, I'll do the first prayer, master. I'll do it. Thank you, master. Thank you. Don't sell me Bilal, bro, because Bilal sounds like the most coonish house Negro motherfucking slave that I've ever heard about. That's what Bilal sounds like to me. He sounds like the epitome of house nigger. That's what Bilal sounds like to me. Oh, we're gonna pat him on the head and tell him, Bilal, go do the dog. And he's like, yes, I can do the prayer. Yes, master, let me do the prayer. So, master, let you do the prayer, and you're gonna sell Bilal to me like I should be proud of the religion because your guy had Bilal. Nah, sorry, I'm not convinced. Okay, and then what they don't do is they don't tell you about the other black slaves that Muhammad had. There was a black slave called Njasha who used to ride. Who used to like be the what do they call the people that ride you around on the camels? He was the rider. He was the driver of the camels. Njasha. Did Njasha get freed? I didn't hear no story about Njasha getting freed. I didn't hear Njasha that was like allowed to do something else. And he was like, yeah, no, Njasha was just the guy that rode the camels. Just ride the fucking camels, Njasha. That's your job. And that was Muhammad's personal slave. But you want me, you're trying to sell me the religion and tell me I'm a house Negro. I'm a house nigger. But your own prophet had black slaves, didn't free what he free. He made one of them say the call to prayer and freed him, and I'm supposed to be like, that's cool. But after that, Arabs went raping, robbing, pillaging, thieving, castrating Africans all throughout the North Africa, and I'm supposed to be okay with one slave, Bilal. One slave that you talk about, calling Bilal. And you done another 20 million that you fucked up. One against the next 20 million don't mean shit. Don't mean shit to me. Okay, so I don't care about Bilal. Don't try and sell me Bilal. Bilal was a token black guy. Okay, that's what Bilal was. He was a token black guy in the company. You can say, oh, I'm not racist because look, there's a black guy. Look at the black guy in the company. That doesn't mean your company's not racist because you got a token black, bro. Doesn't mean that. And then we can get on to Muhammad Hijab's speech, yeah? Where Muhammad Hijab was stood up on this podium talking, and he's talking about enemies of Islam and enemies and enemies. And I'm like, and I actually shouted, I said, bro, you ain't got no enemies. You created enemies. You actually created enemies. People were cool until you started creating enemies. And I've said to people, just think about this. You have a religion that gives people an X if they don't follow what you follow. Then you say that the people that follow your religion are the best community on the planet. The Muslims are the best community on the planet. We're working in opposites here, so we've got a best, must have a worst. The worst are the people who do not follow this ideology. So everyone else, basically, doesn't matter what color you are, everyone else that don't follow, right? And that's not supremacy. And that's not creating enemies, because you just said we're the best, you're the worst, and that's not creating enemies. You create enemies for yourself. What are you talking about? Oh, you're an enemy. Bro, you created enemies. Your whole ideology created enemies. Everyone was just chilling out. People in Japan, people in China, people in South America, people in Africa. Your religion comes along and says everyone that doesn't follow this is an enemy. Everyone that doesn't follow this is not the best. So everyone else, apart from the people who follow this, are the worst. But you got enemies. No, bro. People are just not as stupid as you. Okay? They're just not as stupid as you are. Okay? And they will tell you 100%. Okay? If I'm just chilling in, it's like you coming in my house and saying, oh, because you don't follow my rules, you're my enemy. It's like, bro, I don't even know you. Literally don't know you. I don't know what you believe, but you've now created an enemy. What? Because I don't do the stuff that you do in your house. I'm supposed to do exactly what you do in your house, in my house. But bro, I don't know you. As a matter of fact, in our house, we don't even acknowledge you. The rest of the world don't even acknowledge Islam until Islam starts rolling around the world like, yeah, you're a kafir, you're a pagan, you're a heathen, you're a mushrik, you're a this, you're a that. I'm like, bro, you're creating enemies out of everyone. What are you doing? Just chill the hell out. Why are you creating enemies out of people? Like, just chill out, bro. Just chill the F out. Everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's just doing what they want to do the way they want to do it. Who are you to run up in somebody else's place and say, you shouldn't be doing that? You got to do this. It's like, bro, who the fuck are you, bro? You're going to wonder why people don't like you. Because you're running around telling people what to do. You can't come in my house and tell me what to do. I'm going to tell you to fuck off. Respectfully, fuck off. I've been in my house for how long? You ain't raised my children. You ain't put no money into this house, okay? So who the fuck are you gonna tell me what to do in my fucking house? You better fuck off that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, no, you know what? You need to do this, otherwise you're gonna burn in hell. All right, cool story, bro. Well, I ain't got time for that because I got my house to run, my people to feed, my family to care about. So really and truly, whatever you got going on over there, go ahead. But don't bring your shit to me. Okay? Don't bring your shit to me and try and tell me that I gotta follow your shit. Because I don't need to. And then we can go to today. Hussain and Callum. There was an altercation with Hussain and Callum today. And I watched it. And I watched Hussain, another black Muslim, by the way, with angst and anger and frustration to another black man that I hadn't seen at Speaker's Corner before. This guy said to Callum, I will beat you up, put you in a bin. He said, I will punch you in your face. If I wasn't a Muslim, I'd punch you in the face. He tried to grab at Callum's camera twice. I'm just like, why have you got this much hate? When Callum actually said in this video, this guy's going through an identity crisis. I believe it. Because I've never seen, I'll tell you something about black people, whether you're in this room and you're not. Black people got some serious hate for other black people that I don't see them. Understand something. I'm not saying to hate anyone. That's not what I'm saying. But I see black people hate other black people like no other people on this planet. And I'm sitting there wondering like, but bro, me and you going through the same struggle. And you got this much hate for me? When we're going through the same struggle? Why you got so much hate for me? Can't you see how much self-hate you have? So you're going to kill me, yeah? So I've got to worry about you and the system that I'm in. Because we can say the system has stuff against black people, yeah? So I got to worry about the system and I got to worry about you as well. What the fuck? So I'm being fucked from all angles now, yeah? From my own people and from the system. Bro, man. This guy was talking to Callum like Callum had, I don't know, raped a family member of his or some shit. I'm like, why you got this much angst and anger for another black man? It was painful to watch, man. It was actually painful to watch. I mean, Callum said what he needed to say, and Callum exposed what he needed to expose about this Hussain. But I've had my own dealings with this Hussain guy. I've had my own dealings with this Hussain guy. And I'm telling you, he had the same angst and anger for me. And I'm like, bro, like after today, you're gonna walk out of this speaker, you're gonna walk out of Speaker's Corner, and the world, in many parts of the world, yeah, this religion that you hold so dear, you take your black ass over to Saudi Arabia and you are a nigger to them. I don't care what you say, you are a nigger to them. Because we can see your people still being, enslaved. But you got angst for me though. You got angst for Callum. Callum ain't never enslaved none of your peoples like that. But your Muslim brothers and sisters are enslaving your people, and you got so much angst and anger for Callum. You got anger for the wrong people, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? You got anger for the wrong people. And I'm saying, I got to talk to black people, man. We keep perpetuating some real dumbass behaviors. Some real dumbass, it's frustrating to watch other black people do this to other black people. And people ask me, oh, Sarah, you're a nationalist, you're a supremacist. I'm not a supremacist. They say, oh, but you always talk about black issues because we're going through some real fucking shit, man. You got other black people. I've got to worry about other racists, but also got to worry about another black man who can potentially say, oh, I want to punch you up in your face. So I'm looking here, I'm looking there. I've got to look everywhere. I've literally got to look everywhere for somebody who's going to do something to me. But the thing is, I don't want to be looking at my own black people thinking to myself, right, he could be the next one to do something to me. I don't want it. I don't want my own black people. I'm telling you, I'm not going to attack another black person. That's just not what I'm going to do. I will chastise them, though. Verbally, I will definitely chastise them, though. But I'm not going to bring it to a physical altercation with another black person. I'm just not going to do that. We got too much going on to be perpetuating that kind of stuff. But in the name of religion, that's what we're going to do to one another. And that's why Callum said to Hussain, you're going through an identity crisis, bro. You've got an identity crisis going on, bro. This religion's warped your mind so much, yeah, that you think attacking another black man to protect it, the same religion that will enslave your black ass, if you were to go to any of their countries, you're going to attack another black man to protect this same religion, to protect the same prophet. A white prophet, according to the hadiths, was a white man who owned black slaves. And you're protecting this guy. You're protecting your white prophet who owned black people as slaves over another black man speaking about and critiquing the religion. I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone, you know. I do. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. Like, I don't know. Family, I don't know. It's true, someone said Hussain is a Bilal. I want to be. Hussain would be the Bilal of today. They'd get him and be like, you can go and do the call to prayer. And he'd be like, yes, I can do the call to prayer. Bro, you're still a nigger, do you know what I'm saying? They made the nigger do the call to prayer and all that kind of shit, but you're still like, they don't really respect your ass. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they got about 50 more black men in the back, that are still slaves. They just chose you, your black ass, to go do the prayer. And you're just like celebrating that. But they got 50 more black guys in the back that are being whipped, enslaved and castrated and all that kind of shit. Bro, don't be the Bilal of today, bro. Don't be the modern day Bilal. You telling me that because I sat down, and I tell you something, because I sat down with a white man that everyone calls racist, yeah, to talk about freedom of speech specifically, that I'm the Uncle Tom, I'm the house Negro, I'm all of these things. And we can see that Big Bro and myself have been banned from Twitter. Both of us have been banned from Twitter. So obviously, the subject of free speech is a really prominent thing. So it don't matter if you're black, white, red, Indian, da da da. When you talk about this religion, they'll ban your ass. They'll take your voice away. Do you get what I'm saying? John Henrik Clark, thank you, C.A. Levy. John Henrik Clark already spoke about the Arab slave trade and how it treated black people. Hussain, all the black Muslims out there, you need to go and find out exactly how they treat your black ass in this religion. Go and find out. Go and find out. Okay? Because the real Uncle Tom here, the real house nigger, is your black ass. That's the real one, not the fake one that sat down and talked about a man about free speech. The real one is the one following the white dude who had black slaves. I don't follow no white man who had black slaves. None of them. Any white man who owned black people as slaves will get no respect from me. I will not follow him. You could give him a title of divine, of the man of God. You can give him whatever title you want to bloody give him. I will not follow any white man who had black people as slaves. But you do. You do. And you want to call me the house nigger. You want to call me the house negro. Okay, that sounds like a cool story to the rest of the house negroes that you're running around. That sounds like a cool story. But when you really break it down, you're just another Bilal. That's all you are. You're just another Bilal. That's all you are. So if you want to be the modern day 2018 Bilal, go ahead. If you want your master to go and tell you to go and do the call to prayer and celebrate it, go ahead. But I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that at all. So, whether you get upset, angry and whatever about this, my black Muslims, I'm telling you this 100%. I love you as black people. I really do. But this stuff that you're following and the way that it's trying to get you to actually go against your own black people, nah. I don't respect that at all. I don't respect that. I've got black Muslims trying to go against me. And I'm looking at them like, bro, in this system, yeah, no matter where we were to go, we would be treated the same. Doesn't matter that you say assalamu alaikum. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's fake shit. Assalamu alaikum. Them motherfuckers are faking your ass. You see Uncle Omar calling you house nigger, using all these racial slurs. You see Ali Dawah calling people Uncle Tom. They're faking the funk, man. They're faking your ass. What is assalamu alaikum? Assalamu. They're faking you, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They don't give a fuck about you. And that's real. And that's tough love. They don't care about you, bro. They don't. If they cared about you, you wouldn't be languishing at the bottom of the social economic ladder within Islam. You wouldn't be languishing there if they cared about you. If it was, yeah, assalamu alaikum, my brother, malaikum salam. Yeah? They don't care about you, bro. I care about you. Black people care about you. They don't care about you. And if they did, they ain't talking about your plight. Show they don't care about you. When's the last video you saw of any one of these people at Speaker's Corner do a video on the Arab slave trade that enslaved black people? When's the last time you saw that? They talk about everything else. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, sampandulillah, whatever they want to talk about. Yeah? But when's the last time you saw them do a video on how black people are still being enslaved in the Muslim world? Never. You ain't seeing that shit. They'll do it after today, though. Oh, they'll watch Sarah's video and be like, fuck, guys, Sarah's is, oh, damn, the jig's up, guys. And what we're going to do, quickly, put out a video on how it's bad for black people to be enslaved. Oh, they'll do it after today. Oh, don't worry about that. They'll do it after today. Okay? Because the jig's up now. Because somebody's exposed their shit now. But before today, remember, before today, They weren't doing that. They weren't doing that. And so what they'll probably do is probably get another little slave that they have, a little abid that they have to do that video. Or they'll get one of their most prominent guys to try and give you a lecture on how, you know, the black slave trade in North America and all this kind of shit. But listen, before today, they ain't doing that shit because they don't care about your black ass, bro. They don't care about your black ass. I care about your black ass. But they don't care about your black ass. In Libya, they're just enslaving your ass right now. Slaving your ass right now. As a matter of fact, I think Callum went down to Speaker's Corner to talk to him about the whole Libya situation, and it was just some wall of denial business. It was some, oh, we're not going to talk about that. Why should we talk about that? Da, da, da. And that's when you realize, you know what? These people just don't care. It's not their plight. They're not the ones being enslaved, so why would they care? Black people care because they're the ones being enslaved. If Chinese people were being enslaved, the Chinese would care, you know? Other people that were enslaving the Chinese wouldn't care, but it's for the Chinese to care. It's for black people to start caring, okay, about the fact that their other black people are being enslaved. But no, you don't want to talk about that. You want to act like it don't happen. You want to act like it's not still happening. I said in my video, everyone else has put down slavery. Everyone else. Apart from the Arab Muslim. Everyone else has put slavery down. They're like, you know what, we can't do this, guys, barbaric. You know what, we can't do this, blah, 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 blah. Except for the Arab Muslim. They continue it today. They continue that stuff today. And then when Callum says something, when Big Bro says something, when Gary says something, when Sarah says something, you guys want to come to us like we're the ones that are saying something negative. No, we're just pointing out the real stuff. We're just pointing out the real stuff, bro. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it, you know? Your Muslim brethren have not evolved past the stage of enslaving another human being. They haven't evolved past that stage. But I'm the one with the problem. It's Sarah's fault. Sarah's an Islamophobe. You can give me whatever title you want. I tell you, I've got titles: racist, supremacist, Islamophobe, Batman, bisexual, antagonist, angry, whatever title you want to give me. There's no one thing you can't tell about me. I don't lie. The one thing you can't say about me is that I'm lying. Nope, you can say what the hell you want about me. I am not lying, okay? I don't do lies, okay? It's facts, and straight facts. That's it. And if you don't like them, if you don't like the facts, that's your business. That's your business. But I can point out enough people at Speaker's Corner that have, Muslims at Speaker's Corner that would lie. Loads of them. You can point out all of their lies. You point out my lie. Point it out. That's what I want. I want people to point out the lies that I talk about. Point out the lies. You can't. You can say whatever you want, but you can't tell me I'm a liar. You can say, oh, but you're aggressive and I don't like the way you can tell me you don't like the way I speak about a fact. That's fine. But the fact is still a fact, whether I speak about it in a harsh way or in a nicey way. It's still a fact. Still a fact. Like it or leave it. It's up to you. Like it or leave it. But yeah, fam. What we saying? I had to get that off my chest because it was an interesting day, man. I'm not gonna lie. Watching another black man go at Callum like that, it irks my soul, man. And I'm thinking, where's that passion? Where's that passion for the rest of your Muslim ummah that are enslaving your black people? Where's that passion for that? I don't see that passion from you like that. But I see that same passion. You want to go and, oh, I'm going to punch you in your face. I want to hear you tell me you're going to punch the guy in his face that's enslaving other black people. That's what I want to hear you say. But you're going to say, oh, I want to punch you in your face, Callum. What? Another black man who hasn't done anything to you. What the fuck did Callum do to you for you that you want to punch him in his face? What did he do to you? He never violated you. Callum ain't done shit to you, bro. But you want to punch him in his face and put him in the bin, as you like to put him in the bin. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in the twilight zone. I'm not gonna lie to you. But then, oh Sarah, you're speaking to the jinn. You see, when you talk to your ancestors, yeah, you're speaking to the shaitan. Fam, let me tell you something. If I'm speaking to shaitan, and that's how I'm getting what I'm getting, shaitan is spitting straight facts right now. Shaitan's spitting the truth right now. Okay, so if that's what it is, then maybe you should actually get with a little bit of shaitan in your life. Do you know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of shaitan in your life, yeah? Goddamn friggin' retards, man. Reform Islam, says Joe Farmer. It can't be reformed. I think it should be reformed, but I don't think it will be reformed. And the thing is, yeah, like I said before, though, like on a real, though, I just have to be real because I try to be objective off the board. I've never had this problem from Shia Muslims, and I'm not saying that I agree with what Shia Muslims do because I would disagree with them ideologically. But Shia Muslims don't exude this kind of energy, bruv. I don't know. What are we saying? Adam, the Quilliam Guy you debated wasn't making much sense. Is that video already out? Or Johnny, were you there? I don't know if that video is out. Hezbollah, what does that mean? The Quran is hate speech. Well, like I said, the Quran, the whole ideology creates enemies for itself and then cries about people being enemies of it. Like, I don't understand. And even if you go, I said, even if you go, I'm going to be real. Even if you go to God, even if you go to Allah, call it what you want, the most divine being on the planet, or not on the planet, but the most divine being, even that, and this is why I said about psychology and about creating enemies, even God created an enemy for himself. Created the devil. Created him. Why would you create an enemy for yourself, bro? Unless you want war. This is what I don't understand. Why would you create an enemy for yourself unless you want war? Created the devil. Created a whole enemy for himself. And then you want me to go and follow that dude? Nah, no, don't mind following. I'm not going to follow that dude either. I'm cool. You know, you want to follow someone like that? That's down to you. What are we saying, fam? Sarah Garvey, when will there be a harvest for the world? I don't know, bro. I don't know when there will be a harvest for the world. Debate me, bro. I got my gum shield ready. Says Red Trap. Okay. Someone said Callum was shameful today. Chrissy, you must be a troll. You must never have saw what happened today, Crusher. Run for Mayor of London, just said Justin Mooney. Bro, I don't have the patience. I will get in there and hear a bunch of people talking shit, and then I'll just start talking my shit, and I'll be like, listen, you see you're talking shit. You see you, like, I don't know what you're doing because you're, like, taking too long, and then I'll be fired. I'll be fired. I ain't got the patience for that shit. Sarah, why does the left and Islam have such a strong alliance? It's like they're trying to squash free thinkers. I agree. Sonny BK says, Sonny because did you record debates? Selco Films recorded my debates. Someone said Callum was on point, says Alpha Omega. Okay. I think that's about it, fam. I think I've ranted enough. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm all ranted out. What's the time? We might go and have a drink and go to bed. Steve McLean says, Sarah, are you Christian? You haven't been listening for very long, Steve. No, not a Christian, bro. Big bro, heavyweight says, Callum has more patience than me. I guess so. I guess so. Keleum says, Sarah, do you think that demonic vibe you was talking about with these Muslims surrounding you at the park is actually fear? It's a possibility. Fear is a negative energy. It's a possibility. But I think that the negative energy that I've always felt from them, because you saw today a couple fights broke out, right? And they always involved Muslims, right? So, like I said, the negative energy that surrounds them, Hussain wanted to beat up Callum. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't coincidence. Do you know what I'm saying? That after a while, it starts becoming coincidence. And it's like, well, this is just the energy you guys live in. You live in a pool, in a soup of negative energy. Negative energy surrounds you. You constantly want negative things to happen. You constantly keep doing negative things. So obviously, this must be your ilk. This must be your default setting. Negativity must be your default setting. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep negative things. You can't keep doing negative things, and negative things keep happening when you're and negativity isn't your default setting. You're used to that kind of stuff. I said to people today, I've been at Speakers Corner for nearly 4 years. I've never seen a fight break out between a Hindu and a Jew. I've never seen a fight break out between an atheist and a Christian. I've never seen a fight break out with a vegan and a Hindu. Every fight that I've seen break out involved a Muslim. Every fight I've seen break out there, I guarantee you a Muslim's involved. They are the common denominator with the negative energy there. It's not even a joke. If you go there, go and experience it for yourself. The negative energy that surrounds them is 100% just the way they are. Okay? You saw me last week. I was talking to the brother about going to Ivory Coast and all that kind of stuff. In comes some negative shaitan energy. Oh, you can take the fight, man. You can take the fight. It's like, bro, where the fuck's your head, bro? Like, chill the fuck out. Like, I'm telling you, negativity is there. It's their stuff. It's just the way they are. Yeah, Michael Beach is Callum John. Okay. Baker Road True says, Sarah Garvey, when racism comes from a white man, it's a big thing. But why is it not the same when it comes from a Muslim? Why is the repercussions not the same or minimal? I tell you why. I will tell you why. Because black people have for a very long time put themselves at the minority category. We're minorities. So Arabs are minorities and Pakistanis are minorities. And we're a minority. So it's like, oh, we're all cool. We're all friends. It's like, nah, bruv. Because even if you go to the Arab sects and you go to the Pakistani sects, the blacker ones are the ones that are treated the worst. So really and truly, your black ass ain't safe nowhere, right? They're all racist towards you. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, if you think, oh, because he's Arab, he has the same experience as me, and because he's Pakistani, he has the same experience as me. You mean there's many places in like India that have like a caste system where the darkest people are at the bottom. So it's like, if your black ass can't see that, that's your fault. You don't give none of them a pass. So no racist gets a pass. Not a white one, not an Arab one, not a Pakistani one. None of them. Not a Chinese one, none of them. They don't get a pass. Okay? What people keep doing, black people keep doing, is giving these people passes because they're in the minority category, whereas your black ass in that minority will still be at the bottom of that socio-economic ladder right there. Wake up. Wake up. Big Ben says, was there an arrest at Speaker's Corner today? I don't know. I left, so I don't know. But not while I was there, not that I saw. Alright, family, it's time for me to go. I got the school run in the morning.